So I'm going to show you how to take a Google Sheet and use Flippity to turn it into an interactive game. So you're going to go to flippity.net. Once you're there, you can create tons of games, but right now we're focusing on flashcards. So each game has a demo if you want to see how it works, and then it has instructions. This is where you're going to find your template. So you're going to go and find Flippity flashcards, and you're going to click where it says instructions. Now, it does give you step-by-step of what to do. There are really only 4 steps that you have to follow. If you want to do anything fancy with your flashcards, like change the colors, or add audio or video or pictures, it tells you down here in the frequently asked questions part. It even tells you how to add math equations. So you can do all that. Right now I'm just showing the basics. So step 1, it says make a copy of this template. So you're going to click this, and then you're going to click make a copy. This will save it to your drive. One thing I've noticed is that I have 2 Google accounts. If I'm signed into both, it never picks my school account. So you just want to make sure it's saving to the right place over there in the corner. All right, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the title so I can find it later. All right, and then one of the most important things is you cannot change anything in row 1. All of that has to stay the same. That is how things get coded on here in the back end. So these terms right here are made for the demo that you saw that you could play. We are going to delete those. I'm going to leave my audio as English because I want my students who maybe struggle with reading or who are emerging bilingual students, I want them to be able to listen to the term read to them in English. So I'm going to leave that. And then I've got my terms right here already typed out. So since I've already done that, it's in student-friendly language. I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to paste them in. I like to put my terms on side 2. You can do whatever you want. And then I'm going to get my definitions. And I'm going to copy those and paste those. If you have made like a Quizlet, I'll show you this. So this is my Quizlet right here. I made it so I know it's accurate. I don't have to check it. You can pull from a Quizlet that you find. You just need to check it first, make sure it's accurate, make sure there are no typos or inappropriate things. And then if you click export here, you just copy and paste. It's a little bit more work than just simply copying and pasting from my document, but you can do it like that if you want. All right, so I've got my terms and my definitions here. Now I'm ready to go. All right, so step 1, enter your terms. Step 2, you have to publish this to the web. So to do that, you're going to go to File, Share, and Publish to Web. File, Share, Publish to Web. And you're going to click Publish, and then OK. Do not copy this link to share. It is not the coded link that you need. All right, so we're just going to close that. Any changes that you make, let's say next week my students are playing and there's an error that they find. I can go back to this spreadsheet and change it, and within 5 minutes, the Flippity will update because it's been published. Anything that I change on it will update. If I wanted to do card colors or text colors, I could enter that now. You just have to know if I enter blue here, this is the only one that will be blue. If I wanted all of them blue, I have to enter it in all of them. All right, so now that I've published, I'm going to go down here to this tab where it says Get Link Here. So when you click that, here's the link that you're going to share with students. So I'm going to click it, and you're going to see it has transformed that spreadsheet, all those things you entered, into this super cool interactive flashcard thing in Flippity. So here they have the cards that they can flip and go through. It will read to them.
Pearl Harbor.
And so they can just use this to practice. It also has a list here that will also read to them.
Holocaust.
So they have that. It has the matching game. So once they click to start, it will go ahead and start the timer, and then you can You can watch the kids play. You could even have a challenge that you give them. This practice right here, it said it was wrong. If you notice that, it's because it didn't say exactly. So here, if I put allies, the term is allied power. So you might want to give your kids a word bank to pick from and say you have to type it exactly like that in order for it to correctly answer. And then here's where you get to all these other cool, fun things. Let's say you want to make a crossword. There it is. Let's say you want to make a randomizer wheel. Here it is. And so I could spin it and I could turn it into a really fun game for my students. That one's not loading. Quiz show. We could play Jeopardy. If you wanted to add more teams down here where it says plus, you click. You can add as many teams as you want. It goes back. You can give teams points. And it automatically saves their point values here. So that's a cool game that you could play. And then let's say I wanted to print a quiz. I can do that here as well. Print this out and give it to my students after they practice on Flippity. And so also I wanted to mention another place to find vocabulary is on the TEKS resource system. You can select your course. And then I'll show you where to find it. So here we're looking for biology. If I go to this instructional focus document and I pick a unit, like we're on unit 4 right now, right here on the side, we've got unit vocabulary. And here it gives me some definitions, but then look at all these related vocabulary that I could get some definitions for. Or maybe you want to have your kids make their own Flippity. That would be fun too.